Good morning, dear students. Today, let me welcome to this session of English 2 to the 9th class students. And today, in continuation to our previous classes about the topic correct use of pronouns, today we will discuss about the exercise 6. And before today's class, we have discussed several instructions for using pronouns correctly in our speeches, in our text, and in our writings. Therefore, let's understand the exercise 6 today. And before understanding this exercise 6, let us have a little concentration. And for that, please sit Siddha Vidhyana Mudra and have Brahmana. Relax. Dear students, let me again welcome you to this class. And in today's class, we are going to discuss about exercise 6 associated with our topic correct use of pronouns. And this exercise is very important. It has several parts, like part 1, 2, 3, 4, like such. And today, now we are starting to discuss about part 1 of exercise 6 of your English 2 grammar book. So, what this part 1 tells us, let's understand the instruction at first. What it says? It says, choose the correct word to fill in the blanks and give reason for your choice. For example, some words, options have been given for us to choose, and when we choose an option, we must also give the reason why we choose this. Okay? So for that, let us write some of such instructions and the options given in respective statements, and we will choose one, and also we will express why we have chosen this. Okay, so for that, let me write some statements over here as well as the reasons for using this. Okay, let's wait. Here you see, I have written several such sentences from your exercise 6 part 1, where here is given the option to choose. We have given 2 options to choose. And why we will choose an option, that we have to give the reason. Okay? In accordance to the rules, we have understood the instructions for using the correct use of pronouns. We understood, in accordance to that, we have to choose over here. Let's understand first. It was he or him who did it. So, what do we have to choose? We have to choose him or he. What do we have to choose? We have to choose he as the correct answer. Why? The reason is that the object of a be verb is always a subjective. Always in a subjective. So here is the was is the be verb. And the object of this be verb, when the pronoun is coming after the object is the object of a be verb, so it should always be used as a subjective. So he is here the subject form of this pronoun, and him is the object form of this pronoun he. Understand? So in accordance to this rule, when there is a pronoun that comes after a be verb, that should be in its subjective form. Therefore, instead of choosing him, we have chosen he. Understand? So similarly, let's come to the next rule. All except he or him have failed. All except he or him have failed. That means he has only failed. He is the only student has failed. So what we will use? Whether we will use the he or him, because we have to take it as except, which is a preposition. So what happens after the preposition? Similarly, here these pronouns are becoming the object of this word preposition, the except, which is a preposition. So the object of a verb or a preposition is always an objective. So here we have to use him, which is the objective form of he. So what will happen? All except him have failed. We cannot use he because it is working as the object of a preposition. If it are a verb also, we have to use the objective form of this preposition. Next comes, that is the matter between you and I or me. So here you see matter between I, here between is a preposition. So the object of a preposition is always the objective. Understand? So what will happen? We have to use me. So that is the matter between you and me. Because here is the preposition and the object of a preposition. If a pronoun is the object of a preposition, then it should be its objective form. Similarly, let's write some other sentences and understand why we will choose a specific one. What rule is concerning with this? Let me write. Okay? Here you see, I have written some other sentences of the same exercise with the reasons why we will choose. So you see, these are the reasons, and based on that we will choose whether the subjective or objective form of the pronouns that are given within brackets in these statements. You see, she did it better than he or she. So here you see, here we are not taking it as better than. The better than is not wholly a phrase. She did it better is one clause. You can say one phrase. Then he or he. So if we have taken it as a preposition, we would have used as an objective. But this is not what functioning as a preposition over here. This is functioning as a conjunction. Therefore, we cannot use the objective form of this. So we have to choose he. She did it better than he. Because here then is not a preposition. Therefore, we cannot use the objective form of this pronoun. We have to use the subjective form because here then is functioning as a conjunction. See, similarly, number 5. Leave Manu and I or me to try alone. So what happens? Here is the verb, you can see leave Manu and I. Means what? After this preposition, here is a verb. The object of a verb or a preposition is always the objective form. So though we have a verb over here, so in accordance to this, we have to use me. Leave Manu and me to try alone. Because here, me is the object of a verb. Therefore, we have used the objective form of this pronoun over here. Clear? So, I have mentioned the reason over here as well to recall the instructions we have understood while discussing the instructions of the correct use of pronouns. Let's say, come to the number 6. What it says? It is not we or us. It is not we or us who are to blame. So here you see, here is a be verb. So what happens? The object of a be verb is often in subjective form. So here we is the subjective form. So what we will do? It is not we who are to blame. It is not us, we cannot write it because here this pronoun is the object of a be verb. Understand? The reason, that is why we use the subjective form over here instead of using the objective form. Similarly, number 7 you see, are they better qualified than we or us to do this job? Are they better qualified than? So here you see, unlike this sentence 4, here better than is functioning as a preposition. Here then is not functioning as a conjunction. Here it is functioning as a preposition. Therefore, we can use the objective form of this. But here it is conjunction. Therefore, we used the subjective form. So, what it will be? Are they better qualified than us? Are they better qualified than us to do this job? Understand? So, this is how, in accordance to this instruction, we have made the objective form of this pronoun to make our sentence correct. Similarly, you see number 8. You and I or me are invited to tea this morning. See here, you is there. You is used as a subject. And we cannot use me because here I is often a subjective form. So though you and I are not invited because both are in compound but both are used as subjects. So instead of using me, we have to use I. You and I are invited to tea this morning. You understood? Clear? So, in accordance to these reasons, these instructions which we have already understood previously, we have to choose the options of these pronouns given in brackets, whether we will use their subjective form or objective form among them. Okay? So, let's understand some other sentences. Okay? With the reason. Here you see, I have written some other statements of the same exercise part 1. Like 9, 10, 11, 12 and 13 such statements, the questions where we have to choose the options of the pronouns in accordance to these instructions we understood, and we have given the reason for that. You see, between you and I or me, he is the thief. You see, what here is used, the between. Between is a preposition. So, the object of a preposition is always is objective. So, what we will write? We have to use me. So, between you and me, he is a thief. Between you and me, between you are here and I am here, between us, he is a thief. And another person we are talking about. Okay, so here the objective form of this pronoun because it is the object of a preposition. Similarly, Rama and I or me were present. You see, Rama is a subject. Similarly, we have to use I as the subjective form. Rama and I. We cannot use here Rama is a subject, I is also a subject. Both were present. Understand? So therefore, though it is a subjective form, we can use I instead of me. Similarly, number 11, I know it was she or her. See, here you see, was is there? Was is a be verb. The object of a be verb, the object of a be verb is always the subjective form, is the reason. So here, I know it was she instead of using her, because here this is the be verb and the object of a be verb, any pronoun is there, that should be used in its subjective case. Okay, so similarly, number 1. Let you and I or me try what we can. So here what happens, you see, so here let is functioning as a verb. So the object of a verb or a preposition is always an objective form. If any pronoun comes becoming the object of a verb or a preposition in our sentence, then we should use the objective form of this pronoun. So here, let you and me, the objective form, try what we can. Okay, so similarly, number 13, wait for hurry and I or me. Here you see, wait is a verb. So here, hurry and others are coming. So what happens? Here we have to choose what to choose. The object of a verb is often an objective form. So here also we have to use me. Wait for hurry and me. Understand? So these are the reasons based on what we have chosen the case of the pronouns, whether we have to choose the subjective case or the objective case based on those reasons, the causes, the instructions we understood earlier. Therefore, let's write some other such statements available in exercise 6 part 1 and let's discuss on them including the reasons. Okay? Here you see some of the other such statements of the same exercise of part 1, exercise 6, the numbers like 14 over here. 14, 15, 16 and 17 we are going to discuss right now. So what it says, between you and I or me, I don't believe him. Between you and I or me. So here you see, between is a preposition. So the object of a preposition, here you is also in objective form. Similarly, here also we have to use its objective form. So what we will do? Between you and me, I don't believe him. Okay, so the object of a preposition is often in objective case or form. So similarly, number 15 you see, he is known to my brother and I or me. So you see, he is known is a verb phrase you can say, just like he is going. So here is in passive form, he is known to my brother, and though it is the verb, the objective of a verb or a preposition is always in objective form, you know. So what do we have to do? We have to use me. So what it will be? He is known to my brother and me. He is known to my brother and me. Understand? So the reason is that the object of a verb or preposition is often or always be in objective case. Clear? Similarly, number 16. Nobody but he or him was present. So here you see, here is used a word but, which is a preposition. So similarly, the object of a verb or a preposition, we know the rules. So what it will be? It will be often the objective form. So what we will do? It is him. So nobody but him was present. Clear? Nobody but him was present. Clear? Understand? Okay. Similarly, number 17. They are far better singers than we or us. There, you see, they are far better singers. Here we are not taking better than. You understood? Nobody but he or him was present. You understood? Here, due to this preposition but, we have used the object of a preposition or a verb is always used as objective form. Therefore, we have used him over here. Understand? So, similarly, number 17 we discussed they are far better singers than we or us. As we know that the object of a preposition is or a verb is often used in the objective form of this pronoun. But here this better than is not functioning here the compound or not functioning here, then is not as a preposition over here. It has nothing to do with this better. Here then is functioning only as a conjunction. So therefore we cannot use the objective form of this, we have to use the subjective form. Had it been a preposition, then we could have used the objective form. But here then is not functioning as a preposition. Therefore we cannot use the objective form of this pronoun. We have to use the subjective form of this. Okay, so what will happen? They are far better singers. They are far better singers than we. Understand? Not us. Clear? So similarly, let's understand some other statements available in this exercise part 1. Let's write and understand. Here you see the remaining number of questions from your exercise 6 part 1 we are discussing. They are 18, 19 and 20. What 18 says? He and I or me were great friends. Why? What happens to this? You see, here is he is the subject and we have to use the subjective form because it is the both are subjects. So we can use I. So he and I were great friends. We cannot use the objective form of this pronoun because here we are taking both of them as subjects. So we have to use the subjective form of them. Clear? So come to the next 19. 19 is what? If we were he or him, I would not go. So here you see where is a be verb. Am is, are, was, were, they are the be verbs. So here, if we were he or him, so what happens? What we have to choose? We have to choose he. Because here the rule is that the complement of a be verb, that means after this he is functioning here as the complement. Complement means without this word our sentence is incomplete. So this word should be there. So but it is functioning as a complement of this be verb. So the complement of a be verb is always the subjective form. Understand? So we have to use its subjective form. If we were he, I would not go. Okay? So similarly, number 20. There is not much difference. There is not much difference between he or him and she or her. So here you see, here is a preposition. The object of a verb or a preposition, what it is used? It is often used as objective form. Understand? So here we have to use him and her. So there is not much difference between him and her. There is not much difference between him and her. Instead of using he and she. Understood? So here you understood. So today we understood the part 1 of exercise 6 of English 2. And we have chosen different pronouns. There is subjective or objective according to the instructions we have understood earlier. And I have also mentioned here the reasons why we will choose one and which should be chosen. So these are the reasons we understood, and based on that we have chosen a particular pronoun. Whether it is its subjective or objective according to the instructions given to us and the reasons we have mentioned. And I am sure you have understood this part 1 of exercise 6 and part 2 and 3 of exercise 6 we will discuss in the next class. And for today only this much. And I wish everyone, every student must go through, try to understand, revise those videos, because all those videos you see the correct use of pronouns we have been discussing for several classes. Unless you will go through serially, sequentially, understanding will be difficult. Therefore, I suggest you, please revise the previous classes as well as the today's class, because all are correlated, complementary to each other. And this exercise can only be understood if we understood the previous classes. Therefore, I wish everybody must see these videos of this topic, the correct use of pronouns sequentially, so for your better understanding. And today we discussed exercise 6 part 1, which has 20 such statements, among which we have to select the options of a pronoun given according to these instructions, and we have also mentioned the reasons why we have chosen a certain pronoun instead of the other one. Understand? For today only this much. Thank you. See you.